All right, so finally, after some time, we got our Eevee Super Premium Collection. Let's go ahead and see what we can get inside. All right, so first off, we get this lovely display box. Honestly, the box itself looks pretty nice, and let's see what good stuff we can get. So first, I'm going to go ahead and start off with the promo. We got the lovely Fruit Eevee. Is a very cool promo card. Definitely going to be adding this to my personal binder as an Eevee collector. We got, let's go ahead and grab the Eevee sleeves. Very nice Eevee sleeves. Not really going to be used for play, but we also got that fluffy Eevee deck box. Now, I know a lot of people were actually looking for one of these, and there's a lot of posts of people not actually using it as a deck box, but we're just going to go ahead and keep that within the personal. Let's go ahead and get rid of these extra containers. And then we got the Eevee playmat. The eeveelution playmat honestly looks pretty sick. I think I like the Japanese one that they got better, but look at that. We got all the eeveelutions. We got my favorite on the bottom right. We got the Flareon, and then we got the rest of them all across the board. But most importantly, we got all the booster packs of Prismatic Evolution. So let's go ahead and see if we can get anything special. All right, so we are left with 15 packs of the Prismatic Evolutions. Still, honestly, looking for a lot of the Eeveelution special illustration rares. I honestly hope that maybe we can get one. I do see that we get at least a Pokeball, maybe a Master Ball. Get a Pokeball Spritzy. All right, first Pokeball, not too bad, good start. So honestly, the super nice part about opening Prismatic Evolutions is that there are a ton of playable trainer cards that you can pull, as well as playable Pokemon. You see that Dusclops, Dracloak, as well as the Dunsparce is making a resurgence in playability. And we got a Well-Masked Ogerpon EX, also a playable one. Ooh, and we got Hollow Energies. So yeah, definitely got a ton of the playable cards, and going to keep some of these Hollow Energies off to the side as well. Honestly, the darker ones are really hard to see, so going to be hopeful that we can maybe get some more, because I am planning on making a dark deck within the future, especially since we are going into the Destined Rivals format. We got the Marnie's Pokemon coming up, and I'm waiting for my trial deck to come in. The Marnie's Grimmsnarl deck that has pre-constructed with Marnie's Pokemon. So honestly, looking forward to that so much. But let's see, I don't know if there's any really base Eevee EXs that I am missing. I think we're only really missing the special arts. We get a Pokeball Duraludon, also a very playable card, and a Monkey Dory, super playable card. Yeah, especially that there's nothing really to guard against Monkey Dory. That it's become a staple in a lot of pretty meta decks, and some of the future decks there it is going to be a lot more played. So definitely going to need more copies of that. As far as Guidance, Suicune, and the Vaporeon regular. Okay, so nothing too special so far. I think I am missing a couple of reverse hollows just for like my master set, so hopefully can get some of those. But let's see if we can get some sort of other eeveelutions. I think that's the main thing I'm looking out to get from this set. We get Espeon. So definitely hoping to maybe at least get one special illustration rare from this set. I don't think out of all the booster stuff that I've opened, of all the packs that I've gotten, I don't think I've pulled any Eeveelution special art. We get a Sylveon EX, honestly pretty good hit. It's a very playable card, and it is one of the better options for making an Eeveelutions deck, which I currently am playing, so I definitely do need that extra copy of Sylveon EX, because currently I only run one, and I know a lot of future decks are going to be running two, or they currently run two, so definitely going to be throwing that into one of my decks. I see something in the back. It looks like it's just going to be a Pokeball. Let's see what we can get. And it's a Black Belt's Training Pokeball Hollow. Honestly, not too bad. Definitely going to be looking to get a lot more of these Pokeball cards. It is very exciting that we do get these Pokeball and like the Master Ball Hollows in the English set. I think I have all the Pokeball Eeveelutions. Definitely looking for some of the Master Ball ones. I know we have the Master Ball Umbreon in the Japanese one, but I don't think we have it in the English. So hopefully we can get something good from these packs. We get a boosted Eevee and another Vaporeon. Okay, honestly, there's a lot of the regular Holo Rare Vaporeons. I've definitely pulled a ton of those ones. But hopefully we can get some more. I think I see another Pokeball Holo from this pack. Yeah, we get a Professor's Research Pokeball Holo. Ooh, and a full art time. Honestly, didn't pull this one from the first time I was actually opening this set. So definitely a new trainer card. And go off to the side, and we get a playable Professor's Research Pokeball. Not too bad. All right. We got our last 5 packs. Let's hope and pray that we can get some sort of special illustration rare, hopefully an evolution. But let's see what we can finally get from these last couple of packs. Now, there's probably not going to be a lot of more prismatic to get, but luckily it feels like Pokemon is printing out a lot more of these packs, you know, so you're starting to see a lot more prismatic evolutions coming to the shelves. I know Costco released a thing where they have a bundle within the store. I see a Pokeball in this pack, maybe a Groudon, Pupitar Pokeball. I think I actually have that one, so that might be a duplicate, and a Noctowl. So I think for the foreseeable future, we're probably going to be looking at Pokemon printing out a lot more product, just so that now everybody can sort of get a piece of the action instead of relying on scalpers and scalper pricing for a lot of these sets. So hopefully Pokemon can now become more affordable for the average player. All right, we got 2 packs left. Let's hope and pray we get something banging from these sets. I'm still looking for maybe like just a regular Eeveelution EX. I think I'm still missing one of them. I think I'm missing just the Umbreon EX. So hopefully can get one of those ones. We get a Kieran, very playable. Houndour Master Ball. Okay, we get a Master Ball from this set and a regular Glaceon. So honestly, having these Master Balls is pretty cool. I love the different holo patterns that we can get from these cards, but let's go ahead and get into our final pack. So honestly, so far, nothing too amazing from this premium collection, but let's see if maybe we can get one. Oh, I actually accidentally skipped it over. I think we get a Pokeball Vaporeon. It is a duplicate that I already have, but honestly, Pokeball Eeveelutions are what you're going to be looking for if you're hoping for anything at all. So definitely going to be one of the bigger hits from this set. All right, let's go ahead and see what we pulled from these packs. All right, so besides all of the playable bulk that we got a couple of holo energies from this set. We got a ton of Pokeballs. We got 4 Pokeball, regular ones, and we got 2 Pokeball trainer cards. We got our Master Ball Houndour, and we got 2 EXs, one of them being a Sylveon EX, which is very playable, and the Wellspring Ogerpon, also a very playable card, and a full art time. So let me know if you guys have been getting some good hits in your prismatic evolutions, and if you've been pulling anything good from the new Destined Rival set.